we have the story. We know how the story begins. We know the turning of the story, which is in the incarnation. We even know how the story ends, and yet we're in this suspended time of history where we're supposed to do something, and we're trying to figure out precisely what to do. And they're looking ahead to the second coming, which will come sooner than some people think, probably. We don't know the day or the hour. It can come by. What actively should we be doing to prepare ourselves?
We should live as the church. So Jesus says, you're Peter, upon this rock I will build my church. The gates of hell will not prevail against it. The church represents the sort of planting of the seed of the Christ life in the world. So Christ comes, the incarnation. By the incarnation, we're saved. I'll say that now as a Catholic. Not just the cross, that's the culmination of it in a way, but by the whole of the incarnation, we're saved. What's the perpetuation of the incarnation across space and time? Again, this is a Catholic perspective. It's called the church. So it's through the official teaching of the church, through the sacraments of the church, especially the Eucharist, through apostolic authority and all these, through the great saints. The Christ life is perpetuated. Go back to the Acts of the Apostles, the ascended Christ, who ascends not to go away, up and away, goodbye Jesus. It's not that. It's more like a general taking a point of vantage on the heights so he can survey the whole field of battle. The ascended Christ sending his Spirit into the church now to remake the world. See, the incarnation is all about God's remaking of his creation. We don't play a Platonic game. Christians are not Platonists who would say, the fallen world, or Gnostics, just bad, matter's bad, it's a mess, let's get away from it as quickly as we can. That is not biblical spirituality at all. Biblical spirituality is the God of creation has never given up on his world, and he wants to save it. He wants to heal it. He wants to restore it, and then to raise it to the highest pitch of perfection. The incarnation is the means by which God is effecting this great healing of the universe. The church, the mystical body of Jesus, now continuing that work in the world. Now, as we wait for the final culmination, we call that the second coming, that lovely Greek term, it's in Paul, but the fathers loved it, anakephalaiosis. Kephale means
rolls
head,
right off the tongue.
Right? It does. It's a lovely word, anakephalaiosis. And it's why it's rendered in Latin as recapitulatio, caput, head, right? So what sums everything up under the headship of Jesus, that's anakephalaiosis. That's recapitulatio, recapitulation. St. Irenaeus loved that idea, but it's right in Paul. Aquinas loved it too. That's the second coming, if you want, is this moment of all things coming together in their healed, redeemed form under the headship of Jesus. So to your question, what do we do in the meantime? Well, we live as the church. We live as the city of God, operative in the world, waiting for him. We're not going to make this happen, but we, under the prompting of his Spirit, live according to his purposes. That's what we do in the meantime.
One last question on this.